Why is it good to read books? Still, reading can be hard for a lot of people. They would rather do things that don't require as much thinking. For example, I and millions of other people watch the hit show Game of Thrones. But only a small number of people know that the movie was based on the book, and even fewer have read the book. Why is this happening? Why would some people rather waste a few minutes watching TV or mindlessly scrolling through their phones than read? Hello everyone, welcome to Success Wisdom. In this video, we're going to talk about why is it good to read books. If you're new to the channel, do like and subscribe to the channel. A study from 2018 found that about 24% of American adults didn't read any part of a book in 2017. As surprising as this number is. Let's take a look at some of the good things about reading before we talk about why people don't read. The good things about reading. Reading has always been a very important part of the human race's ability to stay alive and spread ideas and information. We've been able to make progress in technology, medicine, and engineering because people who read a lot share their ideas with each other. Things are better for us now. Because of the internet, we no longer have to read to learn how to do something. Instead, we can watch how-to videos. Even though this might seem fine and more convenient, it's important that we don't forget where these things we like come from. There are other ways to learn things besides reading, but it is still very important. Here are a few things why is it good to read books. Reading can change a person. A growing number of researchers say that reading changes your mind and the way you think. A book has changed the lives of many people and set them on a different path. Gifted Hands is a book by Ben Carson back in high school. So many things changed in my life and the way I thought that I don't know how I would have managed without them. It helps you learn new words. Have you ever had trouble finding the right words to say what you want? Reading can help you learn a wide range of words that you can use every day to talk to people. Cengage did a poll in 2019 and found that 69% of employers are more likely to hire people who can communicate well. No one wants a worker who can say the right thing at the right time or doesn't know how to say the right thing at all. The dictionary is always getting new words, and the best way to learn new words as they come out is to read books. Reading is the most effective way to learn new words. Most new words won't come from TV shows and comedies. Most of the time, authors use their words in a more detailed way than entertainers do. It keeps your mind active and makes your mental health better. Reading helps keep your mind from getting worse with age. Even though research hasn't yet shown that reading can help fight diseases like Alzheimer's, studies have shown that older people who read will keep and even improve their ability to remember things, preventing the memory loss that comes with getting older. Just like a muscle, the more you use your brain, the stronger and better it gets. Activities like chess and puzzles keep the mind busy in the same way that reading does. They are always ways to keep your mind active. The National Institute on Aging also says that reading books and magazines is a great way to keep your mind active as you age. You wouldn't want your mind to become a place where the devil works or make you so bored that you die, would you? It makes you more understanding. Research shows that people who read fiction books about the lives of fictional characters are better able to relate to and understand how other people feel and what they believe. Reading can help you feel what other people are feeling, so you can help them when they are in pain or in need. You can't read about the genocide in Rwanda and not feel bad for the people who died. And you can't read about wars and still think it's fine to settle disagreements by killing people. Reading can help you feel less stressed. Some people think reading is stressful, so this is important for them to know. In 2009, a study looked at how humor, yoga, and reading affected the stress levels of college students. The study found that reading for about 25 to 30 minutes lowered heart rate, blood pressure, and feelings of emotional stress in the same way that humor and yoga did. So you see, reading itself isn't stressful, but how you feel about it is. Reading helps people who are sad. The fact that suicides and deaths from depression are on the rise is pretty scary. When you read fiction, you can escape into a world where you feel safe and important. And if they do it over and over, it can help them start to see why they can get out of every situation they're in. It lets you know what other people think, Having only an opinion on a subject is bad for any kind of growth that is worth it. Ideas from the past and present must be put together, and the pros and cons must be weighed in order to make something truly unique. This has been a very important part of the many advances we've made in many fields. No idea is ever lost, whether it works or not. Now you know why it's important to make reading a habit and why you should encourage younger people to do the same. In addition to the things listed above, getting kids to read instead of playing video games all day helps them learn how to be disciplined. Having discipline from a young age will help them get through life better and set them up for long-term success. So how do you get into the routine of reading? Follow the simple steps listed below to get started. Every day, read for at least half an hour. Make time to read in your busy life, even if you only do it for 30 minutes every day. If you do it every day, it will help you build a habit over time. Before you know it, you might be reading up to 3 books a month. Carry a book with you everywhere you go. You can start reading in a taxi, while waiting in line, or at the airport to make good use of your time. Now that ebooks are a thing, turn your phone into a portable library to make it easier to carry your books. Change your mindset. So many people don't start reading because they think it will be hard or stressful. But that couldn't be further from the truth. When you read something great and realize how important books are for learning and growing, you will find that reading is not only fun, but also a way to relieve stress. But to start, you need to find something you're really interested in. Read books that you like, a work of fiction, or an inspiring nonfiction book that you can relate to, like the Ben Carson book I read years ago, are both good places to start. If the idea of reading a book seems hard, start with articles, blog posts, and other shorter forms that interest you. You can fall in love with reading with just one great piece of writing. Before we continue to talk about why is it good to read books, if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Now let's look at some of the most common reasons why people don't read. There's no point in reading. People often say that they don't read because they think it's a waste of time. They think that reading doesn't help them in any way. For these people, the only good thing about reading books was that it helped them pass tests, graduate, and get a job. Aside from that, they don't think books are worth anything. No time to read. This is the most common reason, which makes sense since everyone is busy. Work, chores around the house, being a parent, and a million other things all need your attention. You also only have 24 hours each day for them. Reading can take a lot of time, and some books have so many pages that they take months to read. So why even bother? Reading can be a lot of work. Many people feel like reading is a lot of work, especially when the books are huge and look like dictionaries. They lose interest when they see thousands of pages full of words that make them think. What's the point if it is a movie? From a statistical point of view, books that have been turned into movies tend to get less attention after the movie comes out. Most people would rather watch the Game of Thrones episodes than read the books. It looks like the movie is easier, more interesting, and more fun. Poor concentration. It's common knowledge that people have a hard time staying focused. When smartphones and other modern devices, which are everywhere, are added to the mix, it's easy to see why we have the attention span of a goldfish. People who have trouble focusing will find it hard to get completely lost in what they are reading. The worry and stress of everyday life can cause your mind to wander. So it makes sense to want to move on to other things that don't require long periods of focused attention. Not getting enough help as a child. My uncle was a literature teacher, and his kids grow up surrounded by books by Shakespeare, Thomas Hardy, Ernest Hemingway, and other famous authors. At a young age, when they had nothing else to do but read classic English literature, they fell in love with reading and never stopped. Most people who don't read come from homes where their parents don't read and don't encourage them to. It doesn't have to be like this though. In conclusion, everything we've done so far has been based on what we've learned from books. So it's safe to say that learning to read is something you should do if you want to get ahead in life. Even if you're not naturally good at this, you should try as hard as you can to make it a habit. Most of the best leaders and most successful business people in the world like to read a lot. Bill Gates is said to read as many as 50 books each year. Warren Buffett reads more than 500 pages of reports and 5 newspapers every day. And Mark Zuckerberg reads a book every 2 weeks. So who you can say? Reading might be the key to getting into the Billionaire Club. We've reached the end of another video, and thank you for watching. I hope you have learned why is it good to read books. If you like this video, do give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. Thank you and goodbye.